What is up everyone, Movie Wayne back again with part 4 of my entire Blu-ray collection 2020. Yes, I call it 2020 because I'm probably going to do this annually. When I buy a whole load more new Blu-rays, I'll do this again next year. This is probably going to be about 5 parts, judging by what I'm going to have left after this. And we're carrying on with the movies, we're on the letter P, I think. And in part 5, at the end, I'll show all my TV box sets, which I don't have too many of, but we finished the last video on Poltergeist, very decent horror movie, and we're starting this one with a very, very good action movie, and that is Point Break with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. You know, like a heist movie, surfboarders doing heists. It's a great film. Have not seen the remake though. Power Rangers on 4K, watched this for the first time the other day. I used to love Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as a kid, and this is a good film. A lot of Krispy Kreme donut advertising in there though. It's a bit of a movie gripe that when movies do that. Predator trilogy box set. The first one is the best, but the other two aren't bad. But the first one is by far the best because it's got Arnold Schwarzenegger in mainly for that. Stick around. Yes, stick around. The Prestige, a very underrated Christopher Nolan film I feel. Definitely one of his best. And I do feel like watching this again soon. I was telling my fiance about this the other day, about two magicians trying to outdo each other. Christian Bale in there and Hugh Jackman. Pride, my dad's always telling me to watch this. He says it's a very, very underrated film. I just haven't got round to it yet. Princess Bride, shamefully have not seen this movie. I know a lot of people have. I just haven't got round to it. It's just one of them I missed out on. Prisoners, a lot of people say Denis Villeneuve, if that's how you say it, is best film. I disagree with that, but it's a very, very good drama thriller movie. I do prefer Sicario as his best movie, but he's a very, very good upcoming director. He's going to make a lot of good movies. I just know he is. Next up, we have Project X, one of the best found footage movies out there that isn't horror. It's just hilarious, about a big house party. It's fantastic. Prometheus, I weren't a fan of this, I'm not going to lie. Everything after Alien 3, which is just okay, don't do it for me, to be honest. I know that's not an Alien movie, but it is sort of an Alien movie, isn't it? Prom Night from 101 Films, nice little addition there. I'll do this in another video, I'll open it up and stuff, but yeah, good 80s slasher movie, that one. A Prophet. This is a French movie, I believe. I think it's French. I always thought that was Michael Arteta on the front of that. But I watched this a long time ago. Prison drama movie. It's quite good, actually. Prowl. I bought this very cheap, thinking it was going to be terrible. It's a half-decent vampire movie. Very low budget, though. Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock's best film. Easily, in my opinion, the second greatest horror movie of all time, I feel. It's just fantastic. It really is. I've watched it about 3 times now and it sort of gets better every time. I think I put this in my top 25 greatest films of all time. So, Psycho 2, the most underrated sequel of all time, I feel. Or the most underrated horror sequel. It's just brilliant. It's a really good whodunit movie. Obviously you're going to think it's Norman Bates, but he's not even sure what's happening because he's just come out of a mental institution after 22 years, and it's a very, very good mystery horror movie, that one. Definitely recommend. It's not a cash grab, it's a great film. Public Enemies with Johnny Depp. I remember enjoying this, but I didn't love it. It's a decent film. Stephen Graham's good in this. I've just realised my J card's a little bit bent here on this one, but that is Pulp Fiction, a steelbook. There's the J card. Steelbook edition. One of the films that I will go out my way to get a steelbook for. It's just, I think I put this 4th in my greatest movies of all time video. So yeah, Tarantino's best film for me, easily. That's one of the very few films which I watched for the first time and then just repeatedly watched it straight afterwards. And I don't do that with many films. So The Purge, I thought this was a wasted opportunity, which they sort of rectify in The Purge Anarchy, but it wasn't executed too well in my opinion. It's a good idea, I just think this could be made a whole lot better than what it is. They're not bad, they're not bad films. Raging Bull, Martin Scorsese's one of his best films. I'd definitely put it in his top 5 because loads of people ask, what's your top 5 Martin Scorsese films? This is definitely in it. I've only watched it once, but I just instantly loved it. It's fantastic. Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci in there. The Raid, yeah, good action movie, kind of like Dread, where it takes place in a tower block and they're going from floor to floor. Loads of great action in this. However, this is by far the superior movie. I think I put this in my top 10 movies of the decade, and it's just one of the best sequels ever made. Absolutely fantastic, amazing movie. One of the best action films ever made. Ratatouille, yeah, I quite got a bit of enjoyment from this. Quite a little bit of an underrated Disney Pixar movie, that one. Raw, another underrated movie. It's a foreign, I think it's French, about a girl who eats meat for the first time and she gets a taste for human flesh. So, Rear Window, another Alfred Hitchcock film. I didn't love this as much as everyone else, but it's still a very good film. I need to rewatch this, to be honest. I did like it though, it was quite good. Red Hill, not a movie many people have heard of, probably, to be honest. I just went by the trailer of this and I bought it. It's quite good, actually. It's like a modern Western type film. It's quite good. Red Lights with Robert De Niro. I didn't love this film, I'm not going to lie. Red Tails, another movie that I was a bit... I had a virus a few years ago, like the norovirus, and I watched this when I was really sick, and I was just drifting in and out of it. It was the worst virus I ever had. And I just, I couldn't really pay attention to it, to be honest. And it sort of put me off watching it again. I was very uncomfortable watching that movie. Maybe I'm being a bit unfair there, but... Red State, good, solid horror type movie, but I think they run out of money at the end because the ending's terrible. Repo Men, I didn't love this. It was okay. I'm not a massive fan of Jude Law, I'm not going to lie. Reservoir Dogs in a petrol can type case. Tarantino's second best movie in my opinion. I'll probably do, when I do my favourite Blu-ray video, I'll probably unbox this and everything for you guys. There's all postcards and that in there. The Resident, decent horror movie, nothing special. Resident Evil collection, I get a little bit of enjoyment out of these. I just wish it stuck to the formula of the game because there's potential for a brilliant film there. And when I was just watching the first one, all these lasers coming out and takes half the people out in the movie, I was just like, what the hell is this? But I don't love these films, they're okay. Requiem for a Dream, one of the most disturbing movies ever made about drug addiction. And lots of groups of people all addicted to drugs and their lives spiral out of control. It's a disturbing movie, but a very good one. Not one you're going to watch on repeat. The Revenant, Leonardo DiCaprio won an Oscar for this. Rightly so, probably. I think he should have won it for The Wolf of Wall Street instead, but yeah, it's a good movie, this. Ride Along, I had such a fun time with this. Kevin Hart's just hilarious in every film he's in. And I kind of like Ice Cube. He's not a great actor or not, but he's always just making fun movies. Ride Along 2, not as good as the first, but it's still enjoyable. They're just good little movies that you can sit down with and not have to think too much about. And I like watching movies like that sometimes. Rise of the Foot Soldier, very, very good British gangster movie, this one. I think people tend to look down on this sometimes, but it's getting a cult following over the years. But when it first came out, I just didn't care for it at all because of the reviews and stuff, and I finally watched it, and it was one of my first lessons in not listening to reviews or movie critics. Always make your own mind up. I shouldn't really say that because I review movies myself, but I just like to give my opinion on things. I've done a full detailed review on this on my channel if you want to check it out. If you want to check it out, it'll be in my Cinema Revisited playlist. Right, here we have Rise of the Foot Soldier 2, the worst in the franchise in my opinion, just didn't like it. Rise of the Foot Soldier, the Pat Tate story, the best character in this, but wasn't great. Rise of the Foot Soldier Part 4, Marbella, everyone says this is the worst one. I actually preferred it to the other two sequels, but the first is king. It's a bit stupid this though, with a lot of comedy involved. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, absolutely fantastic movie. I was blown away when I watched this. Couldn't believe how good it was. And then we have Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, a fantastic sequel. It's very different to the first one. These are great movies. And we have War of the Planet of the Apes on 4K. Solid 9 out of 10 this, and I like the introduction of Woody Harrelson's character. He's just really good bad guy in this. This is a great film. Looks great on 4K too. The Road with Viggo Mortensen, apocalyptic movie. I can't remember too much about this. I remember thinking it was okay, but don't remember too much about the actual film. Road to Perdition, a brilliant gangster movie with Tom Hanks. I've watched this a good few times now. I really like this film. Let me just get the next one, guys. Sorry about this. Just grab a few more there. I'm sorry about this, guys. There's nothing really I can do. It's just the only way I can do it. Coming up is probably my favourite Blu-ray in my whole collection. That is the RoboCop Arrow Video Box Edition with all special features on there. Now, I'll do an unboxing of this because this will be in my favourite Blu-ray video for sure. It's going to be in there, and I'll open it all up then. I really want to put the poster out of this on my wall, but I don't know whether to. I think it'll just wreck the edition. I don't know, maybe I'll just buy one instead. But I don't know how to feel about getting posters with movies and putting them up. But yeah, that, by the way, that's my favourite film of all time, just to let you newcomers know, and whoever, if you are newcomers here. I also have RoboCop here, but this is the RoboCop trilogy. I think you can only get 2 and 3 in this box set. So I own RoboCop twice, but mainly I've got 2 and 3 in there, so I'm going to keep hold of that. I don't mind them, to be honest. I like the sequels. RoboCop, the remake, this shouldn't have been a 12. This should have just went for the 18 rating, and I think that definitely did not benefit from this 12 rating. It's okay, nowhere near as good as the first one at all. Looking forward to RoboCop Returns though, I really am. The Rock, decent 90s action movie. I've only seen it once, but I enjoyed it. Rock and Roller, I think this is Guy Ritchie. Yeah, it is. Not his best film. I remember thinking it was okay, but not his best. Rock of Ages, a musical with Tom Cruise, I believe. I didn't love this. Is it Tom Cruise? I think it is Tom Cruise. I didn't love this, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. Next we have the Rocky box set. Rocky 1 through Rocky Balboa. Doesn't have the Creed movies in there, but I'll do a whole franchise review on this one day and rank them all and everything, because it's one of my favourite franchises. I just love Rocky as a character. He's just the greatest hero in movie history to me. Just getting the next few, guys, sorry. Right, here we go. A movie I haven't seen yet, Rollerball, an Arrow Video box. Just haven't seen this one yet. Roller Coaster, a 101 Films special edition. I might open this up one day on the channel properly. I enjoyed this. I seen it as a kid and couldn't get into it because there was loads of talking, but I watched this the other day and I actually quite enjoyed it. It's quite a good film. Rosemary's Baby, a classic horror movie from the 60s, I believe. 1968, is it? I don't know, I'm guessing there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's quite a good film, this. Quite enjoyed it. Rubber, About to Kill a Tire. It's not very good. It's ridiculous and a very poorly made movie. The Rum Diary with Johnny Depp. Average film, to be honest. Rush, I was very surprised at this movie because I don't like Formula 1 at all, but this was fantastic. Such a great film. A real life true story as well. Sabotage with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I haven't watched this one yet. It's on me to watch list. Don't fancy it, to be honest. I don't know why. Safe. I can't remember if I've ever seen this. I think I have. Yeah, I think I have. I just can't remember. He makes that many action movies. I have to look into that. I think I've seen it. Safe House with Denzel Washington. Lots of people love this film. I could not get into it, I'm sorry. Don't want to sound too negative, guys, sorry, but I'm just being honest. Here we have a movie that will make a lot of people puke. One of the most disturbing films ever made. That is Salo, the 120 Days of Sodom. The director was actually murdered a year after this movie was made. I always wanted to watch this just because I heard it was absolutely horrific to watch. And it just made me curious to see what it was like. It's not great. There's lots of shocking moments, but it's a bit of a boring film at times. Don't watch it. It's not worth it. Salt, Angelina Jolie. Decent action movie. Santa Sangre, I think it's called. Alejandro Jodorowsky, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, a very famous filmmaker who is known for doing strange movies. This is a strange film, but it was executed really well. I really enjoyed this. I was having lots of weird dreams after watching it though, because it is very strange. Definitely worth a watch though. Next we have Saw, one of my favourite horror movies of all time. I just love the ending. It's possibly the best ending I've ever seen. Definitely in horror movies anyway. I just love when the music comes on and you realise you didn't see everything there that was right in front of you. It's just fantastic. It really is. Again, I'll probably do the whole Saw franchise on my channel, maybe closer to the time when Spiral comes out. Saw 2, very, very solid sequel. I remember watching this and was blown away. I just couldn't believe how good it was, with another great ending. And you start to go a little bit downhill here. Saw 3, it's okay. Not the worst sequel, but it's okay. Saw 4, I didn't love this film, to be honest. I can't remember too much, but the other 3 are definitely better. Saw 5, yeah, again, kind of like Saw 4, but I didn't love it at all. Saw 6 picks up a little bit here for me. I quite enjoyed this one. And Saw 7 is probably the worst in the whole franchise. A lot of people say Jigsaw, but I disagree with that. I think this is. It's very poorly made as well. It's like a bit of a B-movie, the way it's shot. Jigsaw, I quite enjoyed this. It's a little bit ridiculous, I'm not going to lie. The whole setup of everything, but I quite enjoyed it. That is on 4K, that one. Right, I'm just going to get these next ones, guys. Here we go. Next we have Savages. Not a bad film, based on the book. I heard the book is way better though, but this isn't bad. Saving Private Ryan, absolute classic war movie. You've got to love this film. I haven't seen it for a while, but I've seen it twice now, and yeah, it's just fantastic. The shocking opening 20 minutes. Scarface, just been recently talking about this on Twitter because it's getting a remake, and apparently Michael B. Jordan is doing Tony Montana. I think they're going to go in a totally different direction though. I don't think this is a great movie, but Al Pacino makes it great. It's perfect acting. Scanners, I haven't seen this one yet. I'm not going to lie, guys. I haven't seen that one yet. There's some movies in my collection I haven't seen. I think there's about 70 films I haven't seen, and I'm trying to get through them because I hate having this big list now. It's really grating on me. Scent of a Woman, another Al Pacino movie. I think he won the Oscar for this one, if I'm not mistaken. Was it this one? Yeah, it was. And it fully deserved. This is a great film if you haven't seen it. It's a long one, but Al Pacino is a blind guy. Schindler's List. I've only seen this once, and it was a very long time ago. I need to rewatch this. I remember thinking it was quite good though. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Is it the World? Yeah. Fun movie. You know, in Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I've always got time for it after Fargo season 3. She's a great actress. The Score with Robert De Niro and Edward Norton in. Sorry about the glare, guys. I am trying to avoid it. Decent little heist film. Don't remember too much about it. It's been a long time. Here we go, guys. I'm talking about these on the channel again, but that's where we are. We are at Scream. Yeah, I've just revisited the whole series. I've done a full detailed review on this if you want to check it out. This is the best one in the franchise. I've actually ranked them all as well. Ranked the Ghostface killers. There's a Scream playlist underneath if you want to check it out. Scream 2, decent sequel. Scream 3, the worst in the franchise, but it's not bad. I still have fun with it. And Scream 4, a film that really surprised me. Yeah, just a good fourth entry, that one. Right, guys, I'm just going to get hold of the next Blu-rays. Here we go. Scrooge. I only watched this for the first time at Christmas just gone. It was me and my fiancé were watching loads of Christmas movies that we hadn't seen. I quite enjoyed it. It's a bit weird though. There's some annoying characters in this. But Bill Murray makes the movie. He's just great, Bill Murray, isn't he? Secret Life of Pets. Picked this up for really cheap in Poundland. And I was quite surprised. It was quite a good film, actually. Decent animation. Senna, I bought this because I watched Rush. And I just thought, you know what, I got a little bit into Formula 1 at the time and wanted to watch it, and it was quite a really good documentary, actually. Serenity, I've watched half this movie, and I never turn movies off halfway through. I was just getting really lost, but it was, I was about 17 when I watched this. I weren't really paying too much attention This is on my to watch list again. I believe that's linked to a series. I don't know if you've got to watch the series first. I'm not sure. Maybe that's why I was getting lost. Al Pacino's my favourite actor ever, and I really should get round to this because I just haven't seen it yet, I'm afraid. That was Serpico. 7, brilliant thriller film from David Fincher, the master of thriller movies. Brad Pitt is fantastic in this, and a great ending. £7 with Will Smith. This really surprised me how good this was. Really good drama movie, that. 7 Psychopaths. It was okay. I don't remember too much about it, but it was okay. 7 Samurai. This is probably the only movie on the IMDb top 30 that I haven't seen. I need to get round to it pretty soon because I know it's meant to be a classic. Just give me a second, guys, to get these Blu-rays here. 7th Son. It's not bad, actually. I expected to really not like this movie, but it weren't bad. Jamie Lannister's in this, I think, from Game of Thrones. I forgot his name. Sex Tape. I bought this really cheap, but quite enjoyed it, actually. It weren't bad. Just a decent little comedy movie. It's always comedy movies that seem to go for really cheap, isn't it? Sexy Beast. Great British film. Ben Kingsley's fantastic in this. Shaft, another movie I have not seen yet, guys. I bought it because the Netflix film was coming out, and then it got all bad reviews, and I just put it on the back burner a little bit. Again, listening to reviews when I shouldn't, but I just haven't seen this yet. I think I will like it though. I love Samuel L. Jackson. Shallow Grave, Danny Boyle movie from the UK here. Yeah, it's not bad actually. This is quite a good film. Shaun of the Dead. I didn't love this as much as everyone else, I'm not going to lie, but I probably need to rewatch it. I remember at the time there was a lot of zombie movies coming out and I just got overloaded on the zombie genre, I believe, but I need to rewatch this. Simon Pegg's actually grown on me a little bit after watching Mission Impossible lately. Shawshank Redemption, considered by many as the best film ever made. I disagree with that, but it's a solid 9 out of 10. 9.5 even, you know, can't really fault it too much. It is a very good film. Sherlock Holmes, I just wasn't a fan of these guys, I'm not going to lie. Just couldn't get into them. And my dad loves these films as well, and a lot of other people really like them, but I just couldn't get into it. Don't know why. The Shining, possibly one of the greatest horror films ever made. I think I'd have it like in my top 5, definitely. Really scared me as a kid, that one. Next we have Shocker. My uncle used to have this on VHS and I always wanted to watch it. I don't know why I didn't borrow it off him, but it's quite a good film actually. Horace Pinker is a great villain. Shrooms, I haven't watched this one yet. I picked it up really cheap. Shoot 'em Up, now is a story. This was the first Blu-ray I ever bought, weirdly enough. I've only watched it the once, and it was when I first bought my PlayStation 3. I mainly bought that for the Blu-ray player because I had an Xbox 360. And this was the first Blu-ray I ever owned. So there you go. Shutter Island. Yeah, not a bad movie by Martin Scorsese. I believe it's Martin Scorsese. Yeah. Not bad. Good twist ending. Sicario on 4K. I absolutely love this film. I was so surprised. The score is fantastic. And next we have Sicario 2, which I believe is a better film, much darker. Yeah, great sequel this. I think they're going to do a number 3 going by the ending. This is a great film. Check them out, guys, if you haven't. Silence of the Lambs, absolute classic movie, one of the best films ever made. Anthony Hopkins is fantastic as Dr. Hannibal Lecter. Dr. Hannibal Lecter. Yes, Hannibal the Cannibal Lecter, if you like. Silver Linings Playbook, another one I haven't seen. I picked this up really cheap. I've heard it's a really good film though. Let's get the next pile here, guys. Here we go. Okay. Right. Let's fix my t-shirt there. Sin City, I was blown away when I first seen this film, and it is fantastic. It's such a fun time with great characters. Love the way it's filmed. If I was doing a top 100 movies, this would be in it. Sin City 2, put this on my top 10 underrated movies of all time because it bombed at the box office and it's a solid sequel. Not as good as the first, but it's a very good film. Sinister, a movie that absolutely creeped me out, and I never get scared by films, hardly ever. This really, really did put the creeps up me. The Sixth Sense, I think I would have enjoyed this more if I didn't know the ending, but it's still a good film. The Slayer, watched this for the first time the other day. It's not great. It's okay though. Even though they're terrible films, some of these, I love what Arrow do with them. You know, they show respect to the fans of these movies and they look brilliant. You know, the Blu-ray is fantastic. The transfer on them. Sleepers, absolutely brilliant film. Real life true story as well, about a coming of age movie as well. About all kids who go to a juvenile centre and then they come out when they're older, but obviously they're abused in the juvenile centre. It's a fantastic movie with Kevin Bacon in there. 16 Candles, a John Hughes film that I didn't love. I thought it was a little strange. It was okay though. Again, that was an Arrow release. Slugs, watched this the other day for the first time. It's ridiculous, but I had fun with it. And there's a sort of an alien type scene where the slugs are in this guy's chest. It's quite hilarious to watch. Slumdog Millionaire, yeah, I enjoyed this film. By the way, Slumdog Millionaire, Who Want to Be a Millionaire, is back on the TV this week. I've been watching it. I don't really watch TV either, but Snatch, fantastic Guy Ritchie movie. Possibly, I put it in his top 3 alongside The Gentleman and Lockstock. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I haven't watched this for a long time, but I do remember it. It's a very good Disney movie. I just love Disney animated films, I really do. I think I prefer them to the Pixar ones, just because I grew up with watching them and stuff. Social Network, another David Fincher movie, absolutely brilliant film about how Facebook come together. Solomon Kane, this is a good film, guys. If you like dark medieval type movies, this is a really good film. I bought that on a whim, just by watching the trailer. Summer's Town, one of Shane Meadows' first movies. This is a real feel-good film, this. I really enjoyed it. Thomas Turgoose in that. Son of Rambo, this is another little great British movie. I forgot the guy's name, but he's quite a big actor now. He's in it. Will Poulter, is it? This is a good film, this guy. Source Code, couldn't get into this one, I'm not going to lie. Southport, decent boxing movie. Yeah, I like watching boxing movies. You know, they're always good to watch. And this isn't bad. Sorcerer, I've heard so many things about this. My favourite YouTuber, Dean Thompson, he's mainly gaming, raves about this film, so I'm gonna have to get round to it very soon. William Friedkin film, or Friedkin, I think that's how you say it, who made The Exorcist. Really gonna have to get round to this soon. Species, if you want to see this woman in the nude, watch it. Nah, it's a good sci-fi movie actually. Just get these ones, guys. Here we go. Quite possibly my favourite action movie alongside Terminator 2, and that is Speed. Just used to watch this continually as a kid. I just love it. I loved Keanu Reeves in this. He's such a cool character. The music's great. Dennis Hopper's such a great bad guy. I could watch this right now. I could and not be bored. I just love it. In fact, I might watch this today actually. Just talking about it now. I've seen that film about 50 times, I'm not going to lie. Spider-Man 1, 2 and 3 box set. The first is my favourite. A lot of people like the second the best, but I like the first. But they're good movies, you know. Third's the weakest, but I still enjoy it. The Amazing Spider-Man. In my franchise review, in my top 10 franchise video, I forgot to mention these ones, but I quite enjoyed this. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm not going to lie, guys. This is the only one I haven't seen, but I've heard it's not very good. And I feel weird watching this now because I'm on the Far From Home and stuff, and the Tom Holland ones, but maybe I'll get round to it. Spider-Man Homecoming, my favourite MCU movie, I'm not going to lie. I absolutely love this film. It's hilarious. And that scene with him and Vulture in the car, in Michael Keaton's character, is just one of the best movie scenes ever to me. And that's weird because for me to say that about just a fun little MCU movie, that is one of my favourite scenes ever. And this is on 4K, looks fantastic. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, great animated movie, couldn't believe how good this looked. And that is on 4K, so looks even better on my TV. Split, the second in the Shyamalan trilogy. I don't know what that trilogy is actually called. Brilliant performance from James McAvoy. Spirited Away. I just haven't got round to this, guys. I've heard it's a great movie, but I've got to be in the mood for it. Just haven't got round to that one yet. Spy, watched this the other night. I had quite a fun time with it. I don't know if I still like Melissa McCarthy or not. She's love-hate in this. Starts off as a good character and then turns into quite an annoying one. Here we have the Stallone collection. Now we have Cobra, Assassins, Tango and Cash, The Specialist and Demolition Man. The only one I didn't really love was Tango and Cash. A lot of people really like that film. I just couldn't get into it, to be honest. I think Demolition Man is definitely the best in here, a movie I grew up with. I just love Wesley Snipes in that film. You got to regret this for the rest of your life. Both seconds of it. Stand By Me, one of my favourite films of all time. I can just rewatch this over and over and over again. It's a feel-good movie, but there's some heartbreaking scenes in this as well. I just love it. It's fantastic. Starred Up with Jack O'Connell, a prison drama. It's not bad. Sorry for the cut there, guys. A lot of alarms were going off. Car alarms and horns and stuff because someone was meant to get married in my road today, so sorry about the cut. Okay, here we go. So, Starship Troopers, one of my favourite films of all time from the master Paul Verhoeven. This is just such good fun, this. Starship Troopers 3 Marauder. I haven't even seen the second one. I just seen this and picked it up because Casper Van Dien's in this, but I don't know if I have to watch the second one or not. But I just haven't seen it yet. State of Play. Didn't really love this one. I'm not gonna lie. It was okay, but yeah, quite boring in places. Like, just gonna get these next ones, guys. If you're a Star Wars fan, this bit might be for you. So here we go. We have Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace on Steelbook. I'm not gonna take the J cards off. Yeah, I will. Star Wars The Phantom Menace on Steelbook. There you go. We have Star Wars Attack of the Clones on Steelbook. I know these are getting all the 4K release and stuff, guys, but I'm not massive on Star Wars because I've got them all in a Steelbook collection. I just got them all in there. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, is it? Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. In a Steelbook collection there. Show you really quickly. You can pause the video if you want a real look. But maybe I might show these off properly one day. Next we have Star Wars A New Hope. Nice Steelbooks. There you go, for you Star Wars fans. Next we have Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, of course. There's the back. And the inside. If you want me to show these properly, guys, let me know. Sorry about this. They are Blu-rays, not 4Ks. Return of the Jedi, a lot of people's favourite movie. I'll show you that properly there. Here we go, inside. Next we have Star Wars The Force Awakens, a personal favourite. I'm not going to lie, this is my favourite movie in the franchise, guys. I'm not going to lie. It's just a fantastic movie. I loved it, every second of it. Again, guys, if you really want to see these in detail, let me know. Next up we have the 4K version of The Last Jedi. A lot of people hate this movie. It's not as good as The Force Awakens, that is for certain. But I quite enjoyed it. Maybe I'll revisit these one day on the channel. There's 3 discs in there, but like I said, guys, I will maybe show these off properly. Next, I forgot to order the Rise of Skywalker Steelbook, and I am gutted. But I've left a notification on Zavi to let me know, because I don't want to buy that one without the Steelbook, because it'll just my OCD will just piss me off that I haven't got them all on Steelbook. These ones aren't on Steelbook though. These are just the, the spin-off movies. Rogue One, quite a decent film. And I have Solo on 4K. I really like this film, to be honest. If you want me to ask me favourite one, I did say it is The Force Awakens. I think the weakest one is probably Episode 1, to be honest. There's just too much going on in that movie, and it's just a mess. So, but everyone's opinion is different, of course, on Star Wars. I don't get into arguments with people over it. Step Brothers, a really, really good comedy movie. Hilarious fun. Stitches, this is quite an underrated film, actually, about a killer clown. I think it's a British movie. I had quite a good time with this. It's a horror comedy. Straight Outta Compton, one of the best music biopics out there. Just a brilliant film. The Strangers, I didn't absolutely love this home invasion film, but it's okay. Straw Dogs, not a film I love, to be honest. I did prefer this one, the remake. This is better in my opinion. Street Kings with Keanu Reeves. I haven't seen this for a long time. I remember thinking it was okay. Street Fighter, the best movie ever made, of course. No, it's not a great film, this. I'm not going to lie. It just isn't. Next we have Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li. This is quite a bad film, actually. M. Bison doesn't look anything like he does in the video game. Street Fighter 2, the best Street Fighter movie out there, and if you're including animated movies in video games to movie adaptations, this is the best. It's the best manga film, in my opinion. Absolutely love it. It's fantastic. Great music. Just great fight scenes. It's fantastic. Sunshine Unleashed, my fiance's dad bought us this to watch because we were talking about it. Just haven't got round to it yet. Sorry about that, Steve. Super 8. Good movie from J.J. Abrams. I didn't mind it. Bit like Stranger Things in a way, even though that came out before Stranger Things. Superbad, absolutely hilarious film. Didn't like this the first time I watched it, but it's just hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Superman 1, 2, 5. So we've got Superman, Superman 2, Superman 3, Superman The Quest for Peace, and Superman Returns. The first one is the best in my opinion. I always had a soft spot before because of the Melting Man, but it is the worst one. Well, actually, Superman Returns is the worst, to be honest, I think. Just checking the time there, guys. Next we have Supersonic. I haven't watched this one yet, but I know I'm probably going to love it. I think this will be quite a funny documentary. Suspiria, didn't love this as much as most people. The scene where the guy's trying to get through the door of the witch just goes on forever. It's stupid. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I just think it's overrated. The Sweeney, it was okay. It was okay. Again, Plan B. Needs to be in more movies. He's a good actor. Sweeney Todd and the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. A Tim Burton movie. He's gone downhill, hasn't he? Later in his career, but it wasn't bad. I'm not a big musical fan, I'm not going to lie. Swordfish, as ridiculous as this movie is, I quite enjoy it. I've watched that quite a few times. Taken, a good action movie, solid 8 out of 10, revenge flick. Taken 2, I haven't watched this one yet. By the way, I'll just show you really quickly, guys, that is a steelbook of Taken, if you want to see that. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a steelbook video one day and go into more detail if you want me to. I don't have that many steelbooks though. Right, last few here before the video ends. Taken 3. I haven't watched this one yet either, obviously, because I haven't seen the second one. Taking up Pelham 1, 2, 3. I remember, don't think it being a bad film though. Tangled, one of Disney Pixar's best movies in my opinion. I had such a fun time with this. The Task, low budget horror movie, but I had quite a fun time with it. Taxi Driver from Martin Scorsese, a brilliant film. I didn't love this the first time I watched it, but it grew on me after a few watches. It's a fantastic movie. Ted, really funny film, but I don't think it's aged well for people. I think they're just, yeah, that's probably why they haven't made a third one. Not aged well, but that type of comedy, just isn't for people no more. I don't know. Ted 2, another reason they probably haven't made a third one. This might be bad. I haven't watched it yet. I'm not going to lie. Turtles 1, 2 and 3. I always used to watch the second one as a kid. Because it was just the one I had on VHS. But the first is the best. Turtles 3, I don't remember loving it. And the Turtles look too different to what they did in the first two movies. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the remake. I had quite a fun time with this. I'm not fussed on the look of the Turtles though. Turtles Out of the Shadows. Again, just a fun time really. Tenebrae. I actually preferred this to Suspiria, Dario Argento. But just a 7 out of 10 for me. The Terminator, one of the best films ever made. This and the second one are king. You know, it's like a horror movie, this. It's quite a scary film, actually. Terminator 2, my third best movie of all time, behind Godfather 1 and 2. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Can't fault it. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. I hated this when I first watched it because of the comedy and stuff they threw in, but on the second watch, it weren't too bad. You know, it's not great, though. Salvation, I didn't absolutely love this either, but it's watchable. This is the worst one in my opinion, Terminator Genesis. Just didn't like it at all. And that is it, guys. I don't own Terminator Dark Fate yet, but I do have plans to get that movie. So this is part 4 of my Blu-ray collection, entire Blu-ray collection. Look out for part 5, which will be coming either today or in the coming days. It's the last part I've got to film. Hope you've enjoyed these videos, guys. If you want more, please subscribe. It's up to yourself. If you want to comment underneath, I'll reply to every single one of you, I promise. Take it all easy, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.